Everybody. All right, guys. Well, how many of you want to gain 1 million followers on social media? Yeah? All right. I've got the tips for you here today. I'm really, really excited, really passionate about growing a following. I obsess over it. So I'm going to share with you my story and my best tips for growing 1 million followers for yourself, but not just 1 million followers, 1 million followers on every platform. So this happened to me recently. It was pretty shocking to me to gain this many subscribers in just 28 days. So I grew 700,000 YouTube subscribers in 28 days. I hit 1 million, shortly into the next month after that. And it was all thanks to YouTube Shorts. So I'm going to be talking a lot about short-form video content because I really feel like that is the most explosive type of content right now. And I noticed that a lot of the creators attending are not yet posting short-form content. So I want to explain why it's so powerful and how you can use it to get explosive growth just like this. Start with a quote here. Short-form video content should be the focus of any content creator that wants to gain 1 million followers. Long-format videos, those are great for generating ad revenue, getting a more deeper connection with your followers, but it's the short-form content that is going to be the growth engine for your platforms. This is really where the growth comes from. Here's a little intro of myself. I'm going to start by showing you guys my content so you get to know a little bit about me. You've probably seen some of my content before, but might not recognize my face because a lot of it's just the back of my head. So let's check it out. Walks by, what a sight for sore eyes, brighter than a blue sky. She's got you mesmerized while I die. Why would you ever kiss me? I'm not even half as pretty. You gave her your sweater. It's just
I'm like feeling good about myself, and that really made me feel good about myself. So thank you.
I wish I So there it is. That's what I do. I surprise strangers, give them a photo shoot. That's one of my favorite ones I've done. I just remember seeing her. She was really glowing, and she was glowing on the outside, but not the inside, and I just wanted to show her how beautiful she was. And it was just a really touching moment, but that's what I love to do. I just love to surprise strangers, give them a photo shoot, and that's what got me to 19 million followers on TikTok. Before that, I was actually working in the insurance industry as an actuary. Really boring job. And it was 3 months after my first TikTok video that I quit my job. So a month into TikTok, I had 1 million followers right off the bat. 3 months in, I had 3 million followers, and then I decided to leave my job for good as an insurance actuary. I've been creating content full-time ever since. And yeah, my coworkers were really kind of surprised that I just quit to become a TikToker suddenly, but it all worked out. So I'm obsessed with short-form video, and I really, really want to explain what that is and why it's so powerful, why if you want to reach explosive growth, you really, really need to start making these short-form videos. So let's talk about what a short-form video is. There are 3 main characteristics of a short-form video. The first characteristic is that they're short. They're going to be 60 seconds or less. The second is that they are shot vertically, so they will cover your phone from top to bottom, as opposed to a YouTube video, which goes from left to right. And the third characteristic is that they live on a For You style feed, which I'll explain what that is exactly and why that's really key for this explosive growth. Let's watch a couple videos, short-form videos, so you guys can get a better understanding of what they are. And I'll tell you a story of some friends of mine.
Had it all together, but I was led astray. The day you walked away, you were the clock that was ticking in my home. Changed my state of mind.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Love so hard to find.
We got him.
All right, so this video is made by my friend Jake Fellman. It has 200 million views on YouTube. Jake was able to grow 10 million YouTube subscribers within a matter of months. And I really think like a short form creator has potential to like surpass Mr. Beast if Mr. Beast was to not do any short form content, because the growth is so explosive. I mean, reaching that many people is very difficult unless you already have a pre-established following on YouTube. I want to show you one more example because a lot of people don't realize how powerful these short form videos can be at generating sales for your business too. So this is a video by a friend of mine named Greg. He invented this mask that you can slap on your wrist. It's not very hygienic, but it's a fun invention. And he was able to generate $100,000 in sales literally just from this one video. So I'll play it for you here.
Had $1 million idea for a mask that slaps on your wrist. So I called my buddy Nick, who runs a manufacturing company in LA, and we hopped on a flight. Within a week, our friend Avery created the prototype. People loved it. Everybody wanted one. So Nick filed a patent and ordered 20,000 units that we're releasing today. If you want one, click the link in my bio before they're gone.
Let's talk a little bit more in detail about, I want you guys to understand why short form videos are so powerful. And I broke it down into these 3 reasons. Number 1 is that the content is universal. You don't really have to be making different content for all the different platforms. What you really should be doing is making short form video content. And because it's universal, because every platform now accepts this format, you can be growing on literally any social media platform with one piece of content. So it's extremely efficient. A lot of people are on one platform, and I'm really hoping that by the end of this, you guys will be posting on every single platform. Because if you focus on the short form videos, it's so easy to take that one video you made and put it everywhere. That's how I was able to grow 1 million followers on the majority of these platforms. It's literally with the same content. I'm not changing the content at all. I'm making one video. I'll usually start on TikTok since that was the app that made me, and it was the first short form video app. I'll take that same video and I'll put it on YouTube Shorts, I'll put it on Instagram Reels, I'll put it on Facebook Reels, and I'm able to grow on all of the platforms with just one piece of content. It's extremely efficient. The second and most important one is the organic reach, and I'll explain what organic reach is, but this is one of the keys for the explosive growth of short form videos. And the third thing is that they're quicker to make. I'm sure Colin and Samir can tell you how long it takes to make a long format YouTube video. I'm sure there's a lot of time, a lot of thought that goes into it, but to make a short form video, it could literally be a 30-second thing that gets you, millions of views. So they're quicker to make. So combining all those factors makes this type of content extremely powerful. Organic reach, what that is, it's the ability for your content to reach an audience. So if you take however many followers you have, multiply that by 100, you can reach that many people if you post a short form video. I was talking to Chris the other day, who was new to short form videos, and he showed me his TikTok. His first video had 300,000 views. So imagine having 0 followers and being able to reach 300,000 people. That's not an opportunity that exists on the non-short form video platforms, like on Instagram. If you have a brand new Instagram account, you post a photo, it's not going to be seen by anyone. Same thing on Twitter, same thing on YouTube if you post a long format video. The organic reach is explosive. It's not really looking at how many followers you have. What a short form video platform is looking for is your content good? And if it's good, it's going to blast it to a lot of people, potentially millions of people. So the organic reach is really impressive with these short form videos. Here's a graphic comparison of the organic reach across the different platforms. What most platforms look like is this graph here on the left. If you were to post a photo on Instagram, the green circle is how many followers you have. Photographers are probably really stressing about this because when you post a photo on Instagram, you're barely able to reach your own audience. Like if you have 10,000 followers, you're probably reaching like half of them if you're lucky. So you're really confined in that circle of your following, but it's the exact opposite with short form videos. You're able to extend far beyond your existing following. And if you want to grow 1 million subscribers, 1 million followers, you need to be reaching a lot of people. So you have to be posting content that allows you to have reach that's like this. You need to be reaching people that exist outside of your own circle of following. And this is exactly what short-form video platforms allow you to do. Now I'll explain why it allows you to do that. Like, how can you reach so many people that don't even follow you? The reason is because short-form video platforms are laid out with this For You style feed. So a For You style feed, the main distinction between this and your typical platform like YouTube, when I say YouTube, I mean regular, like not the YouTube Shorts, but like regular YouTube, or Instagram's main feed. This is showing you content from people that you don't follow. Like, I did this screen recording. I don't follow any of these people. And that's how you are able to get that crazy organic reach, is all of you don't have to be following me for me to get my video on your For You page. That's very, very different than posting a photo on Instagram. Your followers are going to be the ones that see that, and not even all of them. If you are posting long format YouTube videos, your subscriber base, some percentage of them are going to see them. Maybe you'll get some additional views on the Explore feed or whatever else. But with this For You style feed, you have the ability to really kind of like hack the system, and you can get your content out to tons of people. Like, I don't know who this guy Alan is, but he's on my For You page. And you can be on tons of people's For You pages. And if your content's good, you can literally get your videos in front of really powerful people that can do some cool things for you. Like, I've posted content, and if it went viral, my email inbox is flooded with people offering me brand deals. And I know it's just because I was on their For You page, and they were not following me before that. So this For You page has like really revolutionized social media and growth. And you got to take advantage of it if you want to reach 1 million followers. Now, I want to talk about something that doesn't get talked about enough and a lot of people don't really know about, and it's that every single platform has, not every single platform has the For You style feed that I just showed you, but every single platform allows you to post these short form videos. These 4 specific platforms actually have that For You style feed, which is where that really explosive growth comes from. So when I say post one video, I literally mean that you can post that one video and put it on all of these, and on these specific platforms is where you can get that like skyrocket growth of gaining, 1 million subscribers within a month. Like Hassan the other day was saying on YouTube Shorts, he gained 1 million subs in 2 months or so. That's because he was posting YouTube Shorts, and YouTube Shorts has that For You style feed. So these platforms specifically have all essentially copied TikTok. TikTok was the first to invent this short form video algorithm. And Instagram created Reels, and now Facebook also has Reels. YouTube has Shorts, and Snapchat calls their short form platform Spotlight. So for any of you that are making TikToks, if you're not putting it on these platforms, you're leaving a lot of growth on the table. One trick you guys can do is you can download all your TikToks through the app. There's I wish I had the steps here. Maybe I'll add that to the slides and send it out after, but you can download all your TikToks from the app. So if you posted like 10 TikToks even, go in the app, find out how to download all of them with one click of a button, take all those videos and just post them on Facebook Reels. Pay someone like $10 to do it for you if you have a lot. This is how I was able to grow 1 million followers on Instagram, 1 million followers on YouTube Shorts, 1 million on Snapchat Spotlight, and Facebook Reels has literally just come out, so I plan on taking my Facebook from 300,000 now to over 1 million just by reposting my short form videos. You don't even have to make new content if you have TikToks right now. Just download them, throw them on all these platforms. This kind of explains the content strategy I was just talking about. So here's my content strategy in a nutshell. This is how I was able to grow just by myself without hiring people 1 million followers on nearly every platform with the really, really efficient strategy. I'm not working that much. What I'm really doing is I'm making one video. I used to do one video a day, but now I'm doing other stuff, so I can't quite keep up with that pace. But I would make one video a day. I would take that one video and I would just blast it everywhere. So I'm gonna put it on TikTok, I'm gonna put it on Shorts, I'm gonna put it on Reels, I'm gonna add it to Facebook Reels, I'll throw it on Snapchat Spotlight. And since it's universal, you can also put it on Twitter, you can put it on LinkedIn. Those two don't have the For You style feed, so you don't quite get the explosive growth. But the ones with the bold arrows, all those have a For You style feed, so you can achieve really explosive growth on those. Now, it's a really simple strategy. I really believe in being platform agnostic and having a presence on all platforms, and I'll explain why later. But it's extremely important, and it's also extremely easy. You just make one video, put it everywhere. It only takes you an extra minute if you're making TikToks to put them on the other short-form platforms. If you want to do long-form content, you can stitch your short-form videos into 3-minute compilations. So take your best short-form videos, put them into a 3-minute compilation, and now you've got a YouTube video. You've got a full-length Facebook video, and you've got an IGTV video. So you can earn ad revenue from these platforms, and you can grow on them as well using your short-form videos. Now, a lot of creators are leaving money on the table. Most creators stick to one platform, and this is something I really don't understand, and I want people to really start being on all platforms. And the reason is because you're leaving a lot on the table if you're not posting your content across all platforms. If I were to only make my TikToks and not put them on YouTube Shorts and Instagram, I wouldn't have built those followings on those other platforms. And as soon as my YouTube blew up, I've gotten 2 or 3 brand deals, so it's going to almost double my income. So there's a lot being left on the table if you're sticking to one platform. Another really interesting thing is that you might strike gold on the platform that you're not on. So if you're making these short-form videos, you're making TikToks, I've seen this happen, and I train a lot of my followers to build followings. I coach them through all this stuff I'm teaching you guys. And what I've learned is that everyone has that one platform that just works better for them. So for me, it's TikTok, but for some of the other people in this Discord group that I have, their best platform is Shorts for some reason. Like their Shorts blow up, but their TikToks are not doing so well. Or their Instagram Reels are kicking butt, but their TikToks are flopping and their YouTube Shorts are flopping. So if you're only on one platform, you might be really missing out on some epic growth on another platform. Just because the audiences are different on these other platforms, the algorithms work slightly differently. So you should really get your content out there on all the platforms to see which one really works for you. The algorithm. A lot of people are curious about how the algorithm works for these short-form videos. I want to explain a little bit of it, but I'm not saying you need to obsess over this. I think it's just kind of good to know. It's good to understand. And I've kind of broke it down into what I think the most important categories are. So these are all the ways these are not all the ways, but these are ways people can engage with your content. The first and most important one is the watch time. You guys need to get people to watch from start to finish with your short form videos, and it's actually really hard to do. The average TikTok, the average time spent on a TikTok is like 2 seconds. So 2 seconds, people are done with most TikToks, and that's really low. So getting people to watch from start to finish is absolutely key for getting a viral short form video. It's extremely important to get that watch time up. It's even better if you make them watch it a second time. Second, saves and shares. Saves and shares are way more important than getting someone to like your video. If you can get some saves and some shares, you're going to have a lot more power in the eyes of the algorithm than if people are liking your video. Comments too. Have any of you guys ever posted a video where like a war went off in the comments, like on TikTok? And that video probably blew up and did pretty well. Comments trigger something in the algorithms, mainly with TikTok, that will just explode the video. So you can use that to your advantage. Profile visits is a really sneaky one because if someone goes from your video to your profile, it's actually adding watch time to that video. It's adding more time spent from when they found your original video, because now they're on your profile and they're watching even more content. So it's adding a lot of watch time. So this is a really sneaky one that I'm going to show you guys how I kind of hack this profile visit metric. Now I've found that there are 2 ways to go viral. Every viral video that I found has either this thing or the next thing that I'm going to show you, and some of them have both. So information, straight up providing something that is going to make people want to save that video so that they can access the information later, or something that they might find helpful for a friend that they know. So they're going to send that video to a friend because they think it'll help them. So information can be one way to get a viral video. This presentation, for example, and actually I'll give you examples after I share with you the next, and I think more important thing that makes a video go viral. Emotions. Emotions are the single most important ingredient I've found to exist in viral content. Your content has to make people feel something. The video I showed you of me approaching that stranger, it had a lot of emotions embedded in it. It really made you feel something while you watched it. And emotions are important because if you remember what I was saying about the algorithm, a computer's analyzing these videos. There's not a human watching a video to determine if this video is viral or not. It's just a computer. And the computer's looking at the watch time, the engagement. So how is it that emotions, how does that lead to better engagement in the algorithm? Well, if someone is having an emotional reaction to your video, they are more likely to watch it because they feel compelled, they might feel shocked, they might feel intrigued. They'll feel something, and that feeling is what gets them to continue watching the video. Another way that emotions can lead to engagement is because if you make someone mad, they're going to go off on the comments, right? So the emotions are what lead to action, and action is engagement. So super important. If you guys want to make viral content, try to make people feel something when they watch your content. Just using the presentations from the past couple days as examples, I think that I can kind of show you, how this looks in real life. So Colin and Samir's presentation, you guys had a perfect mixture of information and emotion. Ton of information, I learned a lot, but I also felt very inspired, I felt very motivated. It was great. If that were a short form video, it would have all the ingredients to give it viral potential. I found Marilyn's presentation the other day very emotional. I was very emotionally intrigued. I felt very connected with her story. It was something that I would love to share with a creative friend of mine. My presentation it's all information. I'm just trying to give you guys practical tips and just helpful information to gain 1 million followers. So there's a lot of ways to make a viral video, and I hope those examples kind of help this all make sense. I'm going to share with you guys a couple of tips, but first I want to know how many of you guys are posting short form videos. So can you raise your hand if you guys are posting? Okay. How many of you are posting? Keep your hands up if you are. How many of you are posting, I would say daily or almost daily, pretty frequently? Okay. Out of the hands that are up, how many of you guys are posting on all platforms? So Instagram Reels, TikTok, YouTube Shorts. Okay. So three of you guys. I would love to chat with you and understand why, because sometimes there are reasons you might not have known of these other platforms. Maybe it's a time issue. Maybe you don't have ideas to make the short form content, but hopefully if you guys really want to achieve this explosive growth, focus on the short form content and put it on every platform. Because the first one you gain 1 million subscribers on, might not be the one that you started with or wanted to like be your platform, which is again why you need to be on all of them, because you might strike gold on the one that you did not expect. Here's some quick tips for a lot of you, for those of you who have never made a short form video, some couple quick tips to help improve your content. One of the things that I love to do in my videos is I create what I call a watch to the end incentive. There's an incentive in my videos, very thoughtfully, that I put in there to get you to watch to the end. And the way that I do that is I don't show people the photos until the last second of my video. I put everything that they want to see at the very end. And the whole purpose of the beginning of the video is to get them excited for the photo. And that way they have to watch until the end of my video. So I call that a watch to the end incentive. What this does, again, with the algorithm is it maximizes your watch time. It gets people to watch from start to finish. So if you can incentivize, withhold something that they really want to the very end of your video, it's a great way to get that watch time. Another thing that you can do is create a very simple example is a listicle, like top 3 ways to make money as a teenager. That video would go viral on TikTok because everyone wants to see the first step, the second, and then the third. Listicles are a great way to have this watch to the end incentive. Stop the scroll. We talked about the average time of a TikTok. 2 seconds is what most people spend on a TikTok. That's really not a lot of time. So people are not getting viewers to stop on their video. If you ever pay attention to yourself watching TikToks, you'll probably notice that your thumb is flying. My girlfriend will watch a video for less than a fraction of a second. Like the first frame of the video, she'll know like I'm done. And like you have to pay attention to that. Like you gotta think like, how do I get people to like see this video and stop scrolling? I gave Chris a couple tips yesterday because he had only posted like 6 videos and they were all fantastic. But one thing that he was missing in his videos was a headline, giving someone a reason to stop on that video. So he had one that was like about photography tips. And without putting 3 awesome photography tips at the beginning, all you see is a camera. And like the person who didn't make the video has no idea what's about to happen. Like you need a headline at the very least. So most people are leaving out that headline in the beginning of their video that tells them what the video is about. And that's really important. So try to think like, stop the scroll. Come out really strong with that first second of your video. I go as far as to look at what the first still frame of my video is what I obsess about, because that's the first thing that your brain will see. And I don't want like to start my video a second before what I find to be that most exciting frame of my entire video. Again, a lot of people think, how do I get likes on a video? I think a more advanced way to think about it is how do I get people to save my video? How do I get them to share my video? And again, you can do that with information or you can do that with emotion. A lot of people share videos because they're funny. Some people share videos because they simply felt something. Again, emotions are really key to getting people to share videos. A lot of people save videos because they're really informative. You might, if I were to share a video that said, here are 5 websites you can use to save money on travel, you'll probably save that because you might not be traveling today or tomorrow, but eventually you might want to access that video later for that information. So start thinking saves and shares instead of likes. All right, a lot of you guys probably hate me for doing this, but at the end of my videos, I sometimes don't show you my photos. And I'll tell you to follow me to see the second part where I do show the photos. And this has gained me a lot of followers, so I couldn't leave this out of this presentation. I call it follow for part 2. Here is, these are analytics for one of my YouTube Shorts videos. With literally one YouTube Shorts video, I gained 380,000 subscribers. The video, it went decently viral, but like I think it had like 30 million views or something, but that's a lot of subscribers to gain from one video. Now, how did I do that? Well, the video was a photo shoot of this boxer. I approached this boxer, I put colored powder on his gloves, and I had him do these really cool like creative shots where he's like exploding with this colorful powder. I made people watch like 60 seconds of like me taking the photos. And at the very end, when they were expecting to see the photos, I didn't show them the photos. And instead I said, I'm gonna post these in the second part, so make sure you follow me if you wanna see the photos. And if someone invested 60 seconds of time to see photos and didn't see them, they're most likely just gonna hit that follow button and be like, okay, Alex, you win. I'll subscribe. I will come back to watch that second part. I promise you guys, this is the ultimate hack for follower and subscriber growth. It's as easy as taking a really interesting video and cutting it in half and dividing it into 2 videos where you leave the first video at a cliffhanger so that at the very end, right when people are expecting the thing that they wanted in that video, you say, hey, you gotta follow me to see the results in part 2. You can gain so many followers by doing this. I straight up abuse this on TikTok, and I don't care. Everyone can hate me for it. My whole thing is like, you gotta watch 2 videos instead of 1. I'm sorry, like, it's not a big deal. Some people get scared to do this because you'll get a lot of hate. Like, dude, just show me the results. Like, people get mad. I get DMs like, bro, I'm trying to study. I've been waiting for like a day. Like, but like, just try it. It works. It works. You don't have to do it every time. I do it every time just because I feel like it's okay. All right. Now, here's what's going to happen. You guys have taken a lot of information in from me. You'll probably go home and it won't work and you'll think I'm stupid and that I was lying. But the thing is, you will have to go through a period of trial and error. It's not going to work the first time. It might not work the second, the third, the 30th time. But I promise you guys, if you just test this stuff out and try to learn from what did work, what didn't work, try to develop some. The best way to do this is to straight up post 100 videos, look at how, like, which of those 100 videos did well. Try to really pick apart, like, okay, why did that video blow up? Why did this video blow up? Develop a hypothesis and go, okay, I think this video blew up because of the way that I started the video. It had a really strong hook. You know, try to pinpoint what it was. When you have that hypothesis, try to apply it. Try to test it out on the next video, and you will slowly come up with almost like a formula for your content. My videos have the same exact structure. I have it down to a science. Step 1, walk up to a stranger. Step 2, show the surprised look on their face. Step 3, show me taking pictures of them. Step 4, show them the photos so you get this emotional reaction from them, like they're smiling, they're really happy with how the photos turned out. And then step 5, tell everyone to follow me for the next video. It's a science. Like, I learned this from simply trying stuff out. You guys can watch my first TikTok. It looks nothing like what I was doing the same thing. I was approaching strangers, but the video format looks nothing like what it does now. I went through a period of testing out different ways to show my content. And some videos went more viral than others, so I tried to figure out why, and then I tested it out and see if what I thought made it go viral was actually what made it go viral. And just going through this, like, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, test, learn something, try and apply it. I literally was able to come up with what I call a repeatable viral format. And this is where the money is. If you guys can come up with a format that's repeatable, meaning like you can just repeat that same format over and over, it's viral, it gets you good results, it becomes so easy to grow very consistently. Now, how many of you guys are maybe not creating short-form videos or not creating enough because you don't know how to make them, like, you don't have ideas? Is that like an issue? Okay. So here's a step-by-step. This really works for figuring out like some ideas to make your short-form video content. Step 1, go on TikTok. TikTok is the app that you need to use to get inspired and to get ideas. So go on TikTok, and you're going to search for a keyword that describes whatever type of content you want to make. So for Chris, since he does street photography, he would just type in street photography. Second, most important step is to filter the search results by the most liked videos. TikTok recently enabled this feature, and it's really epic. So you can filter by the most liked videos, and TikTok is now showing Chris the most viral, successful street photography videos. So it gives you the ability to find a blueprint or a template for your own content. So what you want to do after that is you want to find a format that you can recreate. Now, you don't want to steal the actual idea of the TikTok. You don't want to become that person. You don't want to become that creator. But what you do want to do is understand how are they formatting their video. So using Chris again, for example, we actually did this yesterday, and we found a format where a guy was taking pictures of strangers, but he was filming his camera with his phone as he was taking them. So he was just walking around with his camera here. He was filming the viewfinder of his he was holding his camera, he was filming the viewfinder of his camera as he was taking pictures of random people. So it was a really simple format, and then he would show the photos at the end of the video. So use this method to find some ideas for yourself, and once you find a format that you think you can recreate, go ahead and apply that format to your own content. Now, directly contradicting the advice I just gave you is this. Don't copy anyone. I think this is the best and better advice for gaining 1 million followers. I think that the people, the creators that have made it to the 10 million mark, the 15 million mark, are the ones that were doing something that no one else was doing yet. So I think the best idea is the one that you have, the one that you can come up with that has not been done yet. A lot of people look at what is working for other people. Let me do that. And that does work. But there are problems with that. I can count at least 5 or 6 creators that walk up to strangers, they have the same exact format as me, and they have millions of followers. So you can literally kind of like, ride the coattails of another creator and just kind of do what they do and get amazing results. Like these people literally have millions of followers following that exact formula that I came up with. But the issue with that is, you might start doing things you're not passionate about. I don't think this will happen to you guys, but yeah, a lot of those creators that achieved millions of followers from doing what I do, they completely stopped, and I know it's because they weren't passionate about it. They got burnt out. But I really think that all of you guys will be able to come up with that 1 million follower idea if you just kind of shut out the noise and just ask yourself, like, what do I really want to make? Like, what is my golden idea? You'll find that for yourself, and I think that's the key to like the 10, 20 million mark. The stranger effect. If you want to make viral content, find strangers and make your content with them. It definitely works. Here are 3 videos that you guys have probably seen. We got my friend here, Vic Blends. So Vic Blends gives haircuts to strangers. Have you guys seen Vic before? Super awesome content. This video has 8 million likes. Vic Blends has 10 million followers. We've got Hunter Prosper. All Hunter does is he asks strangers interesting questions, and he records their answer. What was the name of your first love, and why did you fall in love with them? This video has 9 million likes. I'm not even talking views, like those are likes. Really awesome content. Another example is MD Motivator. He held this sign that says, if you feel heartbroken or empty, give me a hug. And he had this very emotional reaction with a complete stranger. Again, 10 million likes on that video. For any niche out there, I know you guys can utilize the stranger effect. Now, I really want to tell this story because this is the most powerful story that I've ever heard from a content creator. And I call it the 702 rule. This is my friend Tiags. If you guys are on TikTok, I'm sure you've heard his song. I don't want to butcher his music by trying to sing it right now, but he's had the most viral songs in 2020. In 2019, Tiags was living in the basement of his mother's home with 0 followers to his name. And he wanted to make content. He wanted to make music. He wanted to get his brand out there. Now, what I really admire about Tiags is that this guy, his brain is just so equipped for success in the short form content world. And here's why. It took him 702 videos to get any of them to have views. Like I'm talking like 701 tries, he would get like 300 views, 1,000 views. But he literally kept going until his 702nd video that went viral. So his 702nd video got 1 million+ views, and the rest was history. He now has 4 million followers. He's now touring with some of the biggest musicians on stage. He's hit the top charts on Spotify. He's signed by Sony and Epic Records. Imagine if Tiago quit on his 600th video, his 500th video, his 701th video. Like, he wouldn't have become Tiags. And I love telling this story because a lot of people like to decide too quickly that it doesn't work. And it does work. You just have to put in the reps. You have to do it until it does work. You have to believe in the process. And you have to not quit. I tell everyone that if you post 702 videos, and I mean this, and you don't get any results, you can find me and punch me in the face. I will let you do that. Because I know it will. This guy, to be honest, I love Tiago, but he was the worst content creator starting out. And that's why he didn't get any results. Like, his videos were just so bad. But he figured it out. It took him 702 tries. I don't think it will for any of you guys. But I just love this guy for doing that. Now, I want to end with a challenge. The 120 video challenge. It sounds like a lot, but given everything that I've told you guys, it's very simple. It's a 30-day challenge. So in 30 days, you're going to post 120 videos. Yeah, it sounds like a lot, but it's not. Here's how it goes. You make one video a day, one video, and you post that one video on all the short-form video platforms I talked about. So we've got TikTok. You're going to put it on Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, Facebook Reels, and you have the optional Snapchat Spotlight. I find that algorithm less explosive, so that's why I think that one is, I'll put that in the optional range. If you want to, go ahead. You've got Twitter and LinkedIn, which don't have the For You platform. So the main ones are Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. If you post one video a day, post it on those 4 platforms, for 30 days, you'll have 120 videos. And I'll share with you some results from my Discord community. I love helping my own followers. One of them went from 0 followers. She has screenshots, 0 followers, day of the challenge. 30 days in, 50,000 followers, just from posting one video a day. She did a part 1, part 2 that exploded. Another person went from 0 to 25,000. This works. And you will find, interestingly enough, that the platform that you've been posting the most on might not be the platform that was really geared for your content. You'll probably strike gold on a different one. So if you've been posting TikToks and you haven't tried Reels or YouTube Shorts, you might be really shocked by putting your content on those other platforms. You might be growing like way faster on those other ones. So I really hope you guys do this challenge. If you want to do this challenge, you can connect with me on Alex Stemp. I have a Discord community. We hold each other accountable. There's a link in my bio, I believe, to my Discord. If not, I'll put it in there right now. So just join the Discord. All the steps are explained there. You can find some accountability partners. If not, find a partner here that you can do that challenge with. I really want to see you guys succeed.